Hi everyone, this is Meagan Burns and it is time for another continuous line drawing demo. I am here in San Miguel de Allende and we just got through September. September and the beginning of October is honestly one of the loudest months because, well, it's a lot of festivals, but one of the main ones is that it is the Feast of San Miguel. So it's kind of like the whole month of September and the beginning of October, before we go into Dia de Muertos, is all about San Miguel. So it being San Miguel de Allende, it is quite loud. So what we are going to be drawing today is a scene from one of these festivals, and it is the Mojigangas running across La Parroquia. And, this may look like a lot, but honestly, Mojigangas are super fun to draw. Mojigangas are the big paper mache dolls that roam the streets of San Miguel de Allende. Not as much as they used to, because I understand that the mayor got into a fight with the Mojiganga maker, and so he won't let his Mojigangas be on the street. Everything's so political these days. But when you see them, you gotta chase them down. So the thing that is super cool about drawing Mojigangas is that you don't have to be anatomically correct. You don't ever have to be anatomically correct, but I feel like the Mojigangas are a really great way to learn how to draw or to practice your drawing, because they're so loosey-goosey, right? Like they have enormous hands and enormous breasts and enormous lips and little necks, and then they always have they used to always have a hole where the teenager that was holding up the doll so he could see, but now they've gotten where they cover up the holes. I still like to add the holes in, right? So anyways, let's get a drawing. I've got my Fude fountain pen and I've got some 9x12 paper, and I'm gonna do the high-tech switcheroo. Okay, so here we go. I've got my paper taped down and my Fude, and let me move my photo reference over a little bit more, and let's get started. Like I have said before, I often get asked, where do I start? I never know. I don't, it's really where there's something, an intuitiveness that develops as I do this more and more, and there's just something I feel kind of, maybe honestly over here, because I want to build it this way. So here we go. Okay, there's Mojigangas all over this page, so I'm going to just start going, right? Like, I'm familiar with what the reference is, but that doesn't mean I always just like follow it. I kind of like to just do my own thing. And that's another thing that kind of happens with practice, right? Here we go. Okay, and then from here, kind of see some church action. Whoops. And the first thing I'm going to do is just get that palm tree. Right? There's two palm trees on the side of La Parroquia. That's what I'm trying to say here. This is always like a challenge for me to like talk and do my continuous line drawing. But I feel like with practice, I get better at it. And so that's why I want to keep doing it, because I want to be good at it. So here we go with La Parroquia. Yeah! I'm going to exaggerate this here. There's the cross on the way tippy toppy. There's that. 1, 2, okay. And then just what I've learned over time is that there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I know that because I have drawn this before, right? And then there's So my suggestion when it comes to things like super complicated things. Is just kind of get to know the basics of it and then just wing the rest of it, right? Like it doesn't really matter. And then here we go. There's the big triangle with, and this St. Mike is right there. Okay, now we're gonna go into this big Mojiganga. He's kind of a gentlemanly looking guy, which is unusual because, well, he could be a groom, right? Because that's usually how these guys get in here. These straight looking guys, they're usually the grooms. There we go. I think I kind of make him look like the father of the bride, but that's okay. And he's gonna have a big thing on, and then there's the hole for the kid, because again, you don't really see him like you used to, but I always like to, I like that kind of makes it old school when you have the Mojiganga with the okay, and then here's the other tree, the other palm tree, right? And it's okay if you pause and if you kind of, like sometimes I'll go back, not as much as I used to, but like the whole idea of going back and forth. You can do that when you don't know where to go. And then we've got the Senora from Spain. These are also quite common. These, well, I mean, again, I don't see as many as often as I used to because they're not allowed in the streets until the next mayor, right? So your vote matters, because in San Miguel right now, we don't see as many Mojigangas because the mayor got into a fight with the Mojiganga maker, right? Go figure, man. I mean, my God, anything is possible these days. Everyone's getting in fights, right? There we go. I always like to try to get the hands in there, even if it's get the little kid. I did lift my pen for that because I really try to get a sense of the face there. Okay, and then we go to the second church. Oh my God, forgot about this. And because I'm not going to be super precise about it, because who cares? I mean, honestly, nobody really cares about that back church anyways. It doesn't really get the praise that the other one does, the wedding cake one. There we go. Okay, then we got more Mojigangas over here. Isn't she a cutie pie? Right now, because the mayor did get into the fight, there's these really ugly Mojigangas that is probably someone in his family made. And they're just awful. It's like this ugly Frida. And oh, this one's got kind of a Frida, and who's the Cantinflas, the Mexican artist, actor? There's the little hole for the guy. There's a hand. There we go. And let's see. We got her. And I am going to put, you know, I see like a little devil. So I'm just going to put him over here. He's actually over on the other side, but I don't have room for him, so I'm just going to add him right here. There we go. And a little hole. There we go. Okay. And I think that's it. There's the Mojigangas. Let's see. Let me just do a few touches just because I can. There's that. Yeah, I'm really just kind of completing some lines, which I really don't like to mess with that because I really kind of like where things, let things fall where they may. Now, let's see, I didn't kind of finish the church here, and I think I'll just put a few, well, actually, I'm going to put the black there. There we go. A little there. A little here. Yeah, I don't want to do too much because it really, I think, adds to the fun of it all. So, because, like, look how I go to pretty, you know, I work pretty hard on my lines, and so I like to preserve them, right? Oh, wait, let me put a little face here. And I was kind of giving bangs, like swoopy bangs, like it's like it's Justin Bieber in there or something. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one doesn't get one because she's over to the side too much. So now, because I have all these beautiful lines, I don't want to mess it. I want to preserve them because that's a fun story. So I'm going to take my white crayon here. Is this thing on? All of a sudden I just got nervous that I'm not recording. I've got my white, it's just a Crayola crayon, and I'm just gonna put some clouds in here, right? Just a few clouds. You never know how this crayon works with, oh, one other thing I want to put on there, I know, let me run and get it, is some salt, just some regular kosher salt. Not kosher salt, regular salt. Don't use fancy salts, because it doesn't really, I feel like the cheaper salt, the better. So, because I just did all that hard work with, did I just, yeah, I did. I'm just gonna put, I'm gonna paint around these guys with water because I want to preserve, I'm not gonna mess with my lines. I want to save that. There we go. Now here, I'm kind of missing some of the church, and I'm just gonna leave it white because that adds to the mystery as well. I'll try to get around some of these points. The tree I'm going to go right over because the tree is what it is. There's nothing. Okay, so here's this. Now, let's see. It goes, I always forget, it goes darker to lighter, darker to lighter. I always forget which way the sky's colors go. This is some beautiful Ecoline colors. I think it goes dark to light. There we go. Mojigangas on the run. I'm going to darken it up here. Just because. Actually, I'm going to put, okay, this could be, I could be wrecking it right now, but I got some beautiful French blue when I was in Paris. I just want a little bit darker sky up above. I don't know if this is going to wreck it, but I doubt it's going to wreck it, but it could. I have been known to take things too far. There we go. I just want a little bit more dramatic of a blue. And there we have it. Oh, I did not mean to get out of there because that's still part of the church, right? There we go, Mojigangas on the run, and I'm gonna now with my paper towel help make a little bit more cloud formation. There we go. And just because I can, I'm going to put just a little bit of, like, have it be like little fairies up there in the sky. A little too much right there. All right, that salt will take a moment to dry. Okay, so I didn't overdo it with my blue. That's good to know. There you have it. The Mojigangas on the run in front of the parroquia. All right, I'm just gonna hit this with a little bit more contrast. Because it's kind of fun to have just hit it with a little dark, right? Just to kind of bump up the features. But not a solid black, because then that can be a little too much, right? So just like these Mojigangas kind of have long black hair. And big. Just a few little things. I like to make them all black hair, even if they don't. There we go. Over here, my high-tech operation. Yeah, super fun, right? The thing I love about Mojigangas is that they're super fun to practice with because you don't have to be precise, right? They're big, they're giant puppets, and so it doesn't matter if they're correct or not, right? Because you can just be playful with it. And I feel like with time, this gets a little bit like, there's the parroquia, but I wasn't precise about it, but I just got some of the basic shapes, right? Like the four, not windows, whatever they are, the four, what are those things called? I can't even remember. Just kind of some of the basic shapes, the palm trees that are on the side of it, and then, yeah, Mojigangas on the run, right? So the more you practice with a continuous line, the easier it gets to kind of connect things, and also the less you care about whether it's correct or not. And just like with anything, the less you care, the more you let go and just have fun with it, I feel like the better results you get. It's more energetic, it's more fun, it's more playful. And so anyways, have fun with your continuous line. Let me see what you put together. Stay safe out there. Go easy on yourself, go easy on others, and just have fun being an artist, okay? Mwah, 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 mwah. Until next time. Bye.